perspective to offer today?
No,
Any trips to Chuck E. Cheese or?
the sun came up. I know that. Uh, no, it's a new day to win a game. That's it. I mean, good hitters meeting today. The guys came in. Good positive vibe in the clubhouse. Maybe it's just getting back home. We got our horse on the mound tonight, and hopefully we're going to take it to these guys.
JD talked to us for a while earlier and expressed faith in you guys as a staff, and not that of course that matters, but is it nice to just have that reinforced and hear that when things are not going so smoothly?
I think so. I don't. I think it matters, obviously, in the landscape of being a human being. Everybody wants to feel, supported, I guess. But we have a job to do, and that's to make our team better. And that's what I've told our staff from day one. And, I said, hey, when things get tough, that's when we got to get better. And, there's a lot of dialogue right now, a lot of trying to figure out things and, find solutions with our guys. And most importantly, it's about those guys on the field. They need to, obviously feel our support and understand that, they're out there, putting their butts on the line every night. None of those guys want to lose. And, we are where we are right now, but we got to find out solutions. And, our staff has been great through it all. And it's a good learning moment for all of us, with our personnel here, with our players, with our staff, everybody. And it's, everybody's kind of going inward as opposed to outward, which makes me happy.
How do you plan to use Leody?
Play him. I think that's, I don't know if he's going to play every single day, but I would like to see him, out there quite often. I love the idea of having him in center field, especially for our pitching staff in this ballpark. I think for this series is going to be huge, especially with the Dodgers series coming up too. He can go get it. Obviously I'll sit him down and just kind of talk about expectations as far as, don't try to come in and put too much pressure on yourself I know I got him leading off today, but just keep doing what you do. I think that's important for him to understand as a younger player. What I've seen and what I know of him. He controls the strike zone. He gets on base. He does all those things. So I don't want to put too much pressure on him to make him feel like he's got to, carry our offense or anything like that. But I'm really excited to see the kid play.
That's it for me. Thanks, Cody.
Other questions? Evan Grant.
Did you announce a lineup at the start of this that I missed, or can we get that?
You can't get it. You just know that he's leading off. That's all you need to know.
We're still in MLB protocol.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you waiting now.
Woody, what does it say at this point in time that you are willing to look at Leody and in a high-profile offensive spot as well?
I think that's more of just my trust in what I've seen of him. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and make him believe he's got to be the best leadoff hitter in the world. I don't even know if I'm going to lead him off tomorrow. I just know today it's a good matchup for us. I know Solak's been grinding at the top. I don't know if that's the best spot for Nick. I just felt like he was the best guy available. We don't really have a true leadoff hitter. Leo kind of fits that mold. He sees pitches, he stays in the strike zone, and he's a switch hitter that can face either guy. So, and what I've seen in camp, both camps actually, and he does. He controls the strike zone, and he can hit. So, I'm excited about it. And listen, I don't think even if we were 17-10 as opposed to 10-17, I think I would want to see him at some point, anyways. I think that much of him, just in the preparation that he goes through every day, the trust I have that he's going to compete, the way we want. I don't think he's going to get the moment's not going to be too big for him. I don't think this is a matter of because we're struggling that we're bringing him up. I think it's just at the right time to bring him up. He's ready.
So it doesn't, that you're turning to a young guy with that big of a jump doesn't say anything about any kind of your position.
I don't think so. Maybe a little bit, but like I said, I don't know if we were 17-10, maybe we were looking for the same jump start offensively. Or just defensively. To be honest with you, having him in center field is huge, especially in this ballpark. Like we're coming home, we're here. Like to have a guy that can go get it out in center field like that, it makes everybody around him better. You put Nick in left where I think he's better. It just makes our outfield, that much better defensively.
Thank you, sir.
Other questions for Woody, PR?
Chris, since Evan Dominic's a lineup questions, I'll go to my area of expertise. What is your plan on starting pitches for Wednesday and Thursday, please?
As of right now, it's obviously Kobe and Jordan, and we're still kind of looking through the internal options that we have on the team now, and Kyle Cody's a guy that kind of comes to mind that I kind of want to see pitch more than one. I want to see him kind of stretched out a little bit and see what that looks like. So as of right now, it's still the same, but we're obviously looking and we're having dialogue about it every day.
Could you begin Cody as a quote unquote an opener, 1 to 2 innings, and then just keep gradually building them up?
Potentially.
Where he transitions from the label of opener to label of starter? Yeah,
potentially. I mean, it might be a 1-2 inning, potentially one time through the order kind of deal to start. He's been up to 3 innings recently, so it's a potential. Yeah, it's a potential for that to happen for sure.
Is there any other guys down in wherever the alternate camp is that are on your radar as far as potential starters? I know Barr's there, and you know the names.
Yeah, I would say Barr and honestly John King comes to mind. He's been
started.
Yeah, he's been throwing multiple innings. He's 3 or 4 innings at a time pretty much, and he's been really good. I know it's in in that camp environment, it's a little different than a AAA or where it's a really, really competitive in-game, opposite uniform, kind of deal, but he's been really good, and we've all kind of put our eyes on him, so he's a potential that may at some point, make his way here.
What else, Chris?
This might have been a better question for JD, but I'll pick your brain at it. I asked a few days ago about Ronald Guzman. With the attitude that JD described going more towards the longer term, do you see a situation where Guzman comes up and starts getting some playing time?
Maybe. Obviously, I'm not ruling it out. I think right now, Guzzi's in the middle of kind of, figuring a lot of things out, trying to figure out a way to be consistent offensively, and if I sense that that's turning in the right direction, then yeah, maybe. I think so. I just need to see and hear more for myself that's happening, because obviously the defense would be an upgrade on any team because he's one of the best in the game, but offensively I'd like to know that there's going to be more production there, more consistent production daily. So yeah, maybe at some point.
And Lance Lee. So go ahead.
Hey, Woody, you kind of had to have this one, didn't you?
Yeah, for a lot of reasons. And we basically pitched our 3 best pitchers today, and obviously it came down to punch out with the bases loaded. Monty really gritty on all 3 guys' part, honestly. Lance took a while to kind of get going. He didn't feel real comfortable out there, and that's kind of his style. Even when he doesn't feel good, he finds a way to go 6. Gave up a couple runs early, but after that he just kind of gritted through basically the rest of his outing and gave us a chance. And Johnny, asking him to go out, I wanted him in the top of the lineup, obviously with their big guns out there. He had such a good, clean, efficient first inning that I could send him back out. I didn't want to send him too far into that inning. That's why I took him out. But for those guys and Monty to finish it off, it was a huge win. Obviously, it's just we needed that for a lot of reasons. We came out swinging the bats today, which was good. We got to obviously just keep pressure on him the whole time, but we'll take it.
Did Lance lobby at all for the 7th?
No. No, he didn't really. I mean, we have a pretty good understanding of when things are kind of at the end. If it would have been a little less, I wouldn't say stressful, but just it was a little smoother, cleaner innings, I probably would have let him. But at that point, there was a lot of factors as to why not.
What was your impression of Leody in center?
Good. I kind of what I expected at the plate. I think left-handed is his better side, but his at bat quality. He stays in the strike zone. He stayed through that 2-0 changeup to get his first hit. Ended up having a really good at bat later on. To draw a walk. Those are things that he does. He's special, man. And what we trust in center field is it's elite out there. It's probably the best we got. Him and Eli White are probably the two best we have in center field, and that's a really comforting factor in this ballpark.
Thanks, Woody.
Other questions for Woody? PR.
Did you have any, what was your feeling on using Montero for 4 outs for the first time?
Yeah, that was some, once Jonathan kind of got the first out and second out, we thought, well, having Montero go 4, we didn't mind. Obviously, I had Joely warming up just in case something happened to Jonathan where we had to get 5 outs. I didn't want to go that far with Montero, so, I don't love warming them both up at the same time, but obviously in this situation we need to win a game, and that's why we had them both up.
What were you seeing in the ninth inning there? Were you getting a little off edge, or?
Yeah, when there's bases loaded, 1 out, I don't think that's ever a great feeling when Matt Olson's hitting. But I know Montero, he doesn't have much of a heartbeat. He was just missing down a little bit. He got some calls early, in the Semien at bat. I felt like there was a couple ways he could have went that at bat, but got to give credit to Semien. He stayed on that 2-seamer and hit it up the middle. But the first hit he got in the ninth was a weak blooper in the right center, and from that point on, he wasn't as sharp as he normally is, but at the same time, he still competed and was able to get the job done.
Any other questions here? Evan?
Hey, speaking of the ninth inning and Montero, did Trevino do a good framing job on the last pitch to Olson?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I mean, from the side, yes. I can't tell, where it was on the plate. If he brought it back, off the plate, I couldn't tell. But, he's been working really hard on that. Obviously, trying to steal some strikes and really work up through the ball on those low pitches. The ones to Semien, he did a really good job of making those, presenting those as strikes. Those are critical, man. Those are critical swing count pitches that get you ahead of a hitter, gives you a better chance to get guys out.
Everybody's got scouting reports and everything, but what's the value of Montero in real time? Not Montero, Leody in real time, like making a strong, accurate throw that holds a runner.
Yeah, no, I thought Kemp was going to go, and for him to attack the ball, those are the things that I know he's kind of playing back. He plays it on the on the hop like that, and gives a really good throw to the cutoff man. Like it's huge. I mean, we talk about it a lot with our outfielders, and that's one thing he does really well. And obviously he's got a really strong arm to go with it. So I was kind of hoping Kemp would go. Obviously he shut it down once he saw Leody kind of get it in quickly.
Okay, thank you.
A couple more. Leody's ready. Alex and then Chris.
Woody, for the first time since the 11th of August, you guys scored in the first inning, and not only that, but answered Oakland's run in the top of the first inning. How vital was it for this group to answer that quickly?
Yeah, it was huge, and then to get the lead on top of that was big. Todd with the huge hit there, was second and third. Those are the hits we haven't been getting. And answering back and all the things that we talk about and discuss. Listen, you got to make it happen. Like you got to get those things done to be able to obviously score. So that was huge. Obviously with with Lance on the mound, to be able to come back and give him back the lead it was huge for him as well.
Thanks, Woody.